All right. Good morning. We're live. We are on a little earlier again this morning. I had uh, work call me with an issue, so I was up anyway. So better than just sitting here. And we got a mail call. So exciting mail call. Don't do too many mail calls, so that's pretty cool. Let me get in the
Better
pop
than
up.
just sitting here. And we got a mail call. So exciting mail call. Don't do too many mail calls, so that's pretty cool. Let me.
All right. The pop out chat is here. Let me minimize it a little bit. Oil Tech, good morning. I said I'm a little early today. We'll wait till we get a few more people, then we'll do the mail call. Get a nice mail call, so that's cool. Peter Kane, good morning. Hope everything is good. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice day today. 70s and a little bit of rain, so get rid of that 90, 100-degree weather. Absolutely. Got a lot done yesterday. Hopefully get some stuff done today. Won't be cutting much grass, but it's okay. Mom will just have to wait another day or two before I can cut it. No big deal. Everything's pretty much cleaned up from the storm we had 2 weeks ago. East, that thing really tore apart our neighborhood. In fact, my neighbor across the street is just getting his cable TV hooked back up because he had a tree that went down and took out his stuff. But working on a generator yesterday, a Home Depot sold unit called a Power Stroke. It's Chinese. It's a Chinese Honda clone with some kind of at 6,000 watts, and it wouldn't start. It was really, really, really messy and had two problems. One problem was the carburetor was all gummed up, and the other problem, it had a Roy's the Boy torch spark plug. So I'm not saying the spark plug was bad, but I can't stand them, and when I see them, I change them. So I did change it, and I was going to do a video to see if that was the problem, why it wouldn't start. But I said, the heck with it. I just put in an NGK and got done with it. But every time I see these torch plugs, I just get rid of them. I just don't like them. So I know yesterday we didn't have a Mick stream. Mick had his anniversary yesterday with Mrs. P. So happy anniversary to you, Mick. Hopefully all went well. And we'll see who shows up today. East Coast, good morning. Yeah, we'll see if any of our UK friends show up. Usually I get Sparky and Mick and Dusty. And if we're very fortunate, we get Bruce Pender. It was funny. The carburetor I fixed on the generator will fixed. I cleaned it all out. So it would start up, but it was hunting like crazy. Now I cleaned the heck out of this thing. So it was clean. So it just so happened yesterday, Donny Boy 73, who's probably the original small engine YouTuber, put out a video on solving hunting carb problems. And ironically, one of the carburetors he had on there. Good morning, Stanley. Dick Hawker, haven't seen you. Good morning. Welcome. One of the videos that Donny Boy just put out the other day was about hunting. And I know how to solve hunting, clean the carb, the high speed or the low speed pilot jet, things like that. But what he suggested, and I may try this today, was, because it's still hunting. It's totally clean, definitely clean, ultrasonic, all clean, but it's still hunting. He suggested going in with a 13 thousandths diameter drill bit and drilling out the pilot jet. So in Hondas, you actually drill out the hole in the carburetor, but in some of the Chinese ones that have the plastic jet, you just drill out the brass insert in the plastic jet. Snobby, good morning. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. That's work calling me. I have to take it. Be right back. Sorry, guys. I have one more call to make. There was an emergency at work. I have to take care of it. But Snobby, mail calls about you and Dusty. So I'll be back in a minute. Sorry, guys. I got to make one more call. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. We had a leak at work. They wanted to paint an aircraft and can't paint. Touch your nose, Ed.
Hello, everyone.
It's just a still. Oh, there's Ed. Okay, he touched his nose. Okay, I got you. All right. Hey, Ed. How you doing, buddy? You there, Ed? Spark, you see him or?
No. No, I do. Yeah, he's on there now. It's a bit of a delay. It is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. You there, Ed? I see you're moving, but you're like pixelated.
I'm having internet issues.
Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah. All right, so mail call. Let's see what we got. We got a Snobby Scrap Picker.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Dusty Blonde. We got a Allie Mac Mechanical. And the better half of that group, we got the Braveheart Scrapper. So thank you all for that. Thank you, Dusty, for mailing that out. Those are going on the toolbox today. So it'll join Mick's sticker, and hopefully we'll get some more. And I got to get some made up, too. So Mick didn't have a stream yesterday. I know everyone's all upset because Mick didn't have a stream. I know I look forward to the game playing and all that stuff. So what's the matter, Spark? You said you're not doing too hot. What's going on, buddy?
It's been a rough week and a bit because we was away last week dealing with things, and now we've had just a lot of crazy stuff going on. I mean, the present moment is the government's not going to help us with what we need to help us with. It's just a lot of hassle, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things that's going on. I mean, if somebody's got like a $2,000 bill for teeth, they must make them out of freaking gold.
Yeah, because you were getting Joe's fixed this week, weren't you?
We are trying to, but the thing is, I don't want the family at the moment are like up and down like roller coasters. One moment it's all happy, hunky dory. One moment it's like, yeah, we'll get it sorted, we'll get this sorted out, and it's like there's no consistency, and I just want to shove them out of the way and me sort it out. But
I mean, you know what, is she in pain at all, or is it more of a comfort, or just?
No, she's fine. It's just
right.
I just want to get the job done myself. All my jobs done. I mean. Then top it off, I had a lot of other things dealing with. So, So how are you then, Paula?
I've been doing good.
Good.
Looks like the internet's back for you, Ed. Yeah, today I got calls 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, stuff going on. What we do as supervisors, we have to watch the whole plant, 3 million square feet, about every 6 or 8 weeks or whatever, we take turns. There's like 10 of us. And my turn this weekend. So I was hoping it wasn't going to be 100-degree day where everything's breaking and all that, but there was a leak, some kind of leak. And so you're making phone calls, and then they yell at you if you don't call them because they want to make their overtime and fun. But got to do what you got to do. So I finally got a hold of who I had to get a hold of. So hopefully they'll take care of it. It wasn't bad. Only 2 calls this weekend, which isn't bad. There's sometimes when you're not getting sleep from 11 o'clock on Friday night till 11 o'clock on Sunday night because you're 24 hours. Everyone, 8,000 people in that building have your number. If anything goes wrong, from toilet paper to vending machines, you get the call. So anyway.
It's been a crazy week where I've just been crashing at night time, and I haven't had a chance to go in streams at night time in the UK because my brain was just totally trashed, and I don't feel like going. I can't get into the mode at the moment. Like I say, last week was a long week. This week's been a long week. It's just,
Yeah, Snobby, I just finished the last cherry pie last night. She only got me 2. I thought she'd get me more, but they only had 2. They sell out like crazy. When those pies go, those little pies, when they're in the store, when that truck comes in an hour, they're gone. It's just you get 3 for $3. So
I like the old fashioned treacle tart or gingerbread.
Dutch apple. Ooh, that sounds good. With the crumbs, crumbs. That's called the dirty pie. You get dirty eating those things. Those are the ones where the wife yells at me because it all gets in the couch. But anyway, I was working. And I was working on this generator yesterday. Chinesium, whatever, and you do a good job cleaning the carburetor. You ultrasonic it. You go crazy with it. You make sure it's perfect. Then you turn it on, and like, oh. So then I noticed that Donnie Boy up there in Canada put out the hunting solution video that we all know how to fix it, but he suggested drilling out the the pilot jet to about 13,000. And I'm saying to myself, once you're above about 1,500 RPM, the fuel doesn't even touch that pilot jet. So how can that stop hunting? You got any idea on that, Ed? What would do a pilot jet though?
You still suck fuel through it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try it.
It doesn't shut off. It still feeds fuel. So if it's clogged or undersized, it'll do it.
Okay. Because those holes are tiny. They're like 10, not even like 8,000ths. You have to like pull a piece of brass out of a brush just to get a small enough diameter to go through there. I can't believe how small they are. But yep. Hey, Matt, good morning. Yeah, microbits. I got them. I got all the microbits, all that stuff, pin vise, all that stuff. It's just that I told the guy, you can get the Chinese carburetor. I mean, it's a Chinese on there now. It's a Huai or whatever they call it, Huayai. You can get those for $18 on Amazon. The factory, the funny thing is the factory, I found out this is technically a home light generator. And the factory carburetor is available, but it's 3 weeks special order. They said 16 business days. And like I said, we have power now, so the guy's not too concerned about it. So it's no big deal.
You've got a lot of power cuts, haven't you, across there?
We lost. Well, we didn't. My neighborhood did not lose power, but one block up, one block down, they lost for almost a week. My mother lost for a week.
Yeah, because a friend of mine said to me yesterday, because they've asked me some information about something, and I said, I ain't got a clue on that kind of things. I don't know your regulations, but I suggested to do something, and it worked.
Well, the 2 things I do, Sparky, is 12 volts to the outlet to reflash it. You do that real quick while it's running. And 90% of the time, that'll solve it. Or the AVR, the automatic voltage regulator. Sometimes they go. And it's cheap.
The only issue he had was a generator problem. He's got a backup generator, but the cable was fried. It melted.
Oh, wow. The cable goes to the house?
Yeah, you're straight to the house. It's like a diverter. So as soon as the power cuts out, the generator kicks in. And the cable, what he used was normal, like 1.5 mil cable. It's not even like standard, like normal cable. And I said, what did he use? An extension cable. I said, you need something really more solid.
Solid, yeah, no strands. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That generates the heat.
And so he went to the depot, the hardware low, whatever you call it, your places. He got some and he wired it up back basically in hard copper and it worked fine. It was just the flex. I said, don't ever wire in flex, always wire in hard. And he said, well, strange that, because it worked every single year. And this time it didn't want to work. And he went round the house, around the corner. You see all the cables melted.
Yeah, I know a lot of people around here, when they have the stranded cable, they'll use like a 6 or 8 gauge. But if you use solid, you could use like a 10 gauge or even a 12 gauge because, just less heat.
So, hi, East Coast. Hi, Snobby. Everyone in the chat. Yeah. So, so every night and early, I've been crashing. I've been trying to get loads of jobs done in the house. I've been back for like a week, and it's like there's still 101 things to do, and I can't be bothered.
I'm looking forward to today so much being 70 degrees. Right now it's 71 and it feels like fall. It feels great. I love fall. Fall's the best season. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, it's 72 at the moment. It's about 72. 68, between 68 and 72 at the moment. Not too bad for us.
Good morning, Roy. We were just talking about your favorite spark plugs, Roy. The torch plugs. But I can say honestly, it wasn't the problem. Scotty, touch your nose, buddy. There we go. Good morning, Scotty. How you doing, bud?
Hey, doing good, yeah.
Any more train spotting coming up?
No, I did have a steam train that went through on Wednesday, but it was a double-headed steam train of one I've already seen.
One of them came through. I saw it was going real. I can't believe how fast it was going. It's going pretty fast. I think it was the one. Tornado, and the other one. There were two of them or something.
Well, there's only one steam train, but it was basically impersonating the tornado. It wasn't actually the tornado. There's a different one called the Britannia, but it had the looks of the tornado, which is a very fast steam train.
I see my friend Allie's on there, so I just want to do an advertisement for Allie McMechanical. I got my decals and his better half, Braveheart's scrapper. So, anywho, you have decals now, right, Scotty?
Yep.
I got to email you my address so we can get that.
Yeah, lingering somewhere. In the box.
Shoot me an email, though, if you get a chance. 10 small engines at AOL. I'd love to get one. Put them on my toolbox. Right now, it's funny because all my stickers, not one of them is from the USA. They're all from the UK. Or from, let me see, Tina and them, they're Scotland, right? Tina and Allie?
Yeah.
How are you then, Scotty, then? What have you been up to? Anything good?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I had an event that I was at yesterday for the victory over Japan. We had commemoration for that, which is fun in the rain, but it's the first one I've been able to do.
Yeah. All hours is cancelled because of the thingamajig, so...
Yeah. Literally, all that was there was the standard bearer chairman. He's chairman of the branch as well as a standard bearer. We had a lady from the local silver band to do the last post. We had the president of the branch. We had the mayor was there, and myself, my mum went along as well, and the other members. So it's only literally 7 people there, so it wasn't too bad. And I recorded it so that one of the veterans can see it, because he's bedbound now, so he can't get out. Even without all this going on, he's not allowed out at all because he's bedbound. And it was start of this year he went into a care home. So we recorded it because he's a brigadier and he has a Burma star. So he's actually got the connection to the victory over Japan. So it's very close to him. So obviously we wanted to allow him to be able to see that we actually did try to do something. Yeah. So it also kind of, it'd be nice for him because it'd cheer him up a bit, because I suspect he's getting rather bored in that care home.
Ouch. We've had a confirmations. We've got the events what we've cancelled this year, so we rescheduled for next year. So got our air shows and steam rallies and stuff like that. So I've been confirmed for next year as long as everything's committed to go ahead. So
I mean, September we will get full confirmation of what the heck is going on with the whole poppy appeal situation. Obviously, we can't sell like we normally would. As far as it stands at the moment, we are just going to be selling what stock we have from the poppy office. We don't even have the pop-up shop, but that's partly down to the fact that our poppy pill organizer has COPD. So probably not the best idea to exactly have a shop and have her at risk, really. So
Yeah, because that was 75th anniversary, right, Scotty?
75th anniversary of VJ as well as VE. So victory over Europe. That was around March, April. Can't remember exactly when. I forgot. Oops. And then the victory over Japan was yesterday. So
yeah, because we should have had 5 events here. They've made it past 3 or 4 weeks, and it's just sadly like everyone's still coming over here, still the tourists and everything.
Yeah.
But the whole thing's crazy as nuts. But then I think the day before, there was a lorry going up, and apparently didn't sound too healthy. The lorry didn't. I think he may have halfway got stuck up there, the hills.
Not good. Not
really bad sound.
Yeah.
Causing traffic jams.
Indeed.
Yeah, I made a train pull your name. Yeah. Yeah.
Morning, Mark. Twisted V.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're not. Yeah, like I say, Ken, I've got snobbies up there with the rest of the people. I have on this cupboard here. So
I know some people make it up to a board and they stick them on a board, but I have so many toolboxes and the lids are open, so I just throw them all over the lids. Usually, when you buy something from somebody nowadays, you get some kind of sticker, you know.
So how is the power situation now? Is it all back to normal or what?
Yeah, pretty much. The state, and Jason could probably talk more about it because New York got hit worse than us in Long Island. We were all back probably by Monday, so 6 days.
Yeah.
But I was lucky, and my neighborhood didn't get hit. But 2 blocks up, 2 blocks down, they were out for 5 days. But Peter Kane was asking if we get compensated. You don't get compensated because they're not giving you anything. But I'm sure he meant things like food and losses. You know, would get compensated. But in our state, we had almost 700,000 people without power, so they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My friend, like I said, my friend of mine who contacted me yesterday, and the thing is, I don't know why people use an extension lead to power the bloody whole house. You know what I mean, off a generator. I mean,
well, the thing too. How about people that don't turn off the main breaker and they're backfeeding the neighborhood? Well, one of my customers did that, and he forgot to shut off the main, and he had it hooked up correctly. It's just that he didn't shut off the main. And I said, "You realize?" He goes, "I'm not getting any power." I says, "Oh, you are, but you're feeding all your neighbors." I said, "So some of them were probably freaking out because my father was a lineman for the local power company for 40 years, and he said, you don't know how many times they're working on the wires, all of a sudden, and they're like, "What the hell is that?" Well, it's someone backfeeding. You know?
I mean, so
you gotta realize the generator shut off the main. You know,
it's got one of them like dual port things where you can only have the generator on when the power goes down, and that's it. It's like an automatic relay system. And it's really clever. But the thing is, I just said to him, "Look, why didn't you come to me beforehand before you knew you're gonna have a major issue?" But it just smelled burning, and he just like see the extension, he's fried.
Wow. Yeah, electricity, you know, screw with if you don't know about it, you know.
Well, Peter were asking about that getting compensated. Yes, you can file an insurance claim for like food and
but through the power company or through your homeowners?
Through your homeowners.
Oh yeah, that I see. I think he was talking too about does a power company actually pay you? I was like, not mine.
No.
Scotty, touch your nose, buddy. There we go. Welcome, Mr. Briggs.
Here's Mr. Briggs.
Howdy do.
Mr. Briggs is just waking his old ass up.
Work just texted me, problem averted. Good. Hopefully it'll be a quiet day. I have to go till 4 p.m. If everything goes good till 4 p.m., I'm off the hook. I mean, I'm on the hook till 11 p.m., but second shift.
Do you have a page in the old day, Ken? Did you have a pager in the old days?
We still do.
You still do?
Oh my God! Look at that dinosaur.
Yeah.
Well, no. You want to see something funny? Not only do we have a pager, we have a flip phone.
Yep.
That's how old. No, but that's how old the system is that we're using. I bet you this phone is at least 20 years old.
Yeah.
It's an LG Verizon flip phone. It's funny because we never use it. You may get 1 or 2 calls a week. So it never gets used.
I like my pager because you can just lob a phone in the bag and the pager can go off as much as you like, and then it gets nowhere then for him to ring her. Congratulations, Twisted.
They handed me this pager and they said it probably doesn't work, but take it anyway. I was like, all right. So they all have
stop the major network for that pager system. There's only one company in the whole UK now does it. Pager system.
Remember years ago, every doctor had a pager, but not anymore. Then it was.
I prefer a pager.
You don't see now. How about Blackberries? You don't see them anymore.
Blackberries was
was the thing. Yeah, everybody used to have a Blackberry, little keyboards. But anyway, what's going on, Scotty? Anything
floating around here? Nothing around this goes down.
I bet Scotty doesn't understand pages, dear mate. Without a dinosaur. Oh, you did, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I'm a dinosaur when it comes to that kind of thing, technology.
Yeah.
Allie Mack was saying his phone's 3 years old. Allie, my phone is 6 years old. But you know what? I have a work phone that's only a year old, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I do a phone every year.
I got to wean the kids off of it because I got one kid doesn't even live here anymore. I'm paying for her phone. I got another kid who makes more money than me. I'm paying for her phone. It's like, wait a minute. So what's wrong with it? That's what it's like being
She's
the dad.
supposed to pay for your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, she could. She really could. Oh, and then we're paying for her health insurance, and she gets paid not to take it. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're getting paid not to take it. How come we're not getting that money? But whatever. I told her as long as she saves and she's solid and, works toward retirement and all that.
Totally agree with that, Allie.
I talked to her about retirement. She goes, Dad, I'm only 20. It's like, you know what? You got to think about it when you're 20.
Hey, exactly.
Well, I went through the numbers with her. I said, if you put in the maximum in your 401k, you're 20 years old now. When you turn 65, you'll have $7 million. And she's like, no. So they don't realize compound interest over 40 some odd years. I mean, come on. So.
What's that say? Mr. Briggs loved the rant in this store last week. What? I wasn't here. I was in the middle of a birthday party last week.
What'd you do? Another store run, Scotty? I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I flipped out at the store. I was coming out. I didn't have a mask on. The clerk came in and didn't have a mask on either. But she's behind this big, and the guy yelled from 20 feet away, "Where's your guys' mask?" And I was halfway out the door. I went right back in there and I chewed his ass out. I said to him, "You want to wear a mask? Wear it for yourself." I said, "I have relatives that fought in the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, blah blah blah." And I said, "Don't be a follower." And I went, "Bah. Don't be a sheep." I don't give a damn. Then when I came back, oh yeah, they're giving out $2,000 fines to some places. They got to catch you.
Oh, crazy.
They do. They got to catch you. The cops even said, even if you show them a videotape, they can't do anything. They got to physically catch you without a mask on. I got one in my back pocket. They come in that store, I'll whip it on. Oh, who ain't got a mask on?
But what's the deal in New York now? Do you have to have a mask when you're outside as well?
No, they haven't tried that crap. Vote for Biden and that's what you'll get.
Ooh, I don't want to go there. That scares me.
Hey, I know he's going to win. People think I'm crazy, but I already bet Grandpa that $20. He thinks I'm going to be paying him. I said, okay, buddy, you better send me $20. Might as well send it now because if Trump wins, he's going to pull off a miracle. I mean, put it this way: if Trump wins, I'll be shocked. My father told me if he don't win, he'll let me give him a mohawk. I said, well, I got my dog clippers. I'll give you a mohawk. Because Here's the way I see it. Trump's going to lose. Biden's going to get it. Biden's going to come in and get sworn in office. Within 6 months, he's going to say, "Oh, I got dementia. I got to step down." Then we'll have Camille Harris in there, and what she wants to do, all she's going to do is start a civil war.
She seems to be a nutcase, that woman. She seems like she's come out of asylum.
We'll have to
but here's the thing.
Everybody comrade.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They harassed Clinton because he got a knob job in the Oval Office and he committed adultery. She was having an affair 30 years ago with a married man when she was 30 and he was 60. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
We all have sex. It is.
Yeah, the difference is she's running now, so she's protected.
Unless the Russian gets involved, and then they can decide they can go and attack the system.
Welcome to 2020. Right now, it's a sin to be white.
Don't go there. Do not even go there. It's like a friend of mine was on a bus service the other day, and he's not English. He's a part Chinese. He's a good chef. Apparently, he walked on one of the bus services with a mask and everything, and the driver started arguing with him because he didn't have enough on his card. But he did. He knew he did. It's just the system playing up. And he brought the card out, the usual card, and it started an argument.
You're the whitest one on here, Sparky. You don't look like you ever go outside.
I don't turn color, I'm afraid.
That's crazy. You look like Casper the Ghost compared to the rest of us.
Well, if I do this, Alexa,
I think there's bright lights in there.
There you go. It's the lights.
Yeah.
You're still lighter than all of us, buddy. You can't hide it.
Usually I'm the pale
Take care,
one.
Ron.
Take care, Ron.
What's on the agenda today, Pat? You got anything?
Yeah, I'm going to go. The sun's out. I'm going to get the fire out the old Buick today.
Yeah, we're waiting for the rain.
1971 Buick Electra.
There you go. 225, huh?
225, 455. Board and stroke, 30,000's over, and rebuilt transmission.
Yeah, the only model named after its length.
Oh, she's a beast. She's long and she's wide. I like it. If I took the back seat out, you could have quite the stretching room.
Oh yeah.
I can't touch the door panel from stretching. But it also gets
yeah, those are the kind you can't even
past the gas station.
You can't even reach the door. Yeah, that's true too.
No.
Well, it's like my new old truck. I get about 10 miles to the gallon now. It's okay though. It's a monster.
I think I get about before the rebuild. I don't know what I'm going to get now. That's why I want to try it out. Before the rebuild, I think I got 7 in town and about maybe 8 on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, back in the old
daily
days,
drive.
I remember when I got my license, gas was 40 cents or 45 cents, something like that. So crazy. I remember going to college. I had a 55 Chevy, and I said, gas is never going to hit $1. It hit $1. I was like, wow. That was back in 80, 81.
Blimey.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never thought we'd see gas under $2 again around here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just passed by a station down the bottom of my hill. It was, I think, 210. And I was like, wow. You know, remember what was it, about 5 years ago when that when the stock market crashed or whatever the heck it was up to $4. That was crazy.
Yep.
I know our friend. What's that? I know my friend James Faust over there. He filled up at the diesel station when he bought a new diesel truck, you know, a big one. And he filled up yesterday $500. I was like, what? He's got like 300 gallon gas tanks. Brand new Peterbilt. Beautiful. I got to see it. I'm waiting to get pictures of it. He bought a brand new Peterbilt in the colors of a creamsicle, you know, with the orange and the cream. and with the old round lights and stuff to make it look like a 70s one, but brand new, right from the Peterbilt factory in Washington State. They just delivered it a couple days ago, so looking to see pictures of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's normal. I spend about when I fill up about anyways from 475 to 580 every 2 days.
Yeah, but see, now he's not using it commercially for hauling, so he doesn't get the tax break. So his fuel costs more. He has got to pay the extra tax on it.
What's he buy it for then?
Just he's retired now. He sold his trucking business, and he always wanted, you know, an older Peterbilt or something. Now that they make them in like the retro style, he said, "I'm going to buy one." So he did. Well, actually,
there you go.
He also has a race car, an Indy type car, and he has a trailer for that and all that. So he'll probably haul that around. So, yeah, no, James did good for himself over the years. So, more power to him. Like I said, he's got his health issues and everything else, but more power to him.
I think it's funny though that a semi truck gets what I get with my car.
Oh yeah, diesel is crazy.
I've just moved my webcam onto my phone now, so I'm using my phone as a webcam.
Nice.
I have a buddy over with his tractor. When he comes over to dig stuff out, or whatever, he'll put a gallon of diesel and it runs all day. I'm amazed at how it just sips the fuel.
Need cars that do that.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny though. We say that, right? They knew about fuel economy and all this stuff years and years and years ago. But come on, OPEC and all the, you know, the lobbyists out there, the oil industry, they do what they want to do. That's all.
Thanks, Alta. Yeah, it's using a mobile phone as a webcam because you can move it around instead of buying a webcam. It's 1080p and it's not too bad, this camera. I mean, this phone is only about a year old, so it's nice.
Now, what is that with Bluetooth or?
No. It's just wireless. I've just got it downloaded from the website, the app. Download the app off the phone and just program it. Takes 2 seconds.
Interesting.
What's that?
Yeah, I can use my one action camera as a webcam, but you have to do it via wire. But
yeah,
how are those working out for you, Ed? Those new cams?
I love them for the price of them and stuff. I mean, yeah, my newest one actually shoots in 4K. I can edit it and stuff in 4K. Just my laptop doesn't have the RAM and stuff to do it quickly. Yeah. That was my last video. It took me an hour and a half to process the video.
Blimey.
So.
A modern cam and a dinosaur computer.
My laptop's only my laptop's only a year and a half old, but when I bought it, I wasn't looking at the editing software and stuff yet. That's the problem. If I would just upgrade the RAM and stuff in it, it would be fine. But I'm looking at actually getting a desktop to do all my editing and all that kind of stuff on. So
yeah, that's a good idea.
This is a gaming laptop I've got. I bought it spares or repairs technically, and I then put new hard drive in it, new everything, but brand new everything. But it's got 2 hard drives as well because it's got M.2 and it's fantastic for editing. It's brilliant for anything like that.
Well, I actually got all these external hard drives to put all my stuff on.
I've got a load of them. But it's quite a beast when you have to carry this around you.
Yeah. But the only thing I haven't tried yet, one of my buddies suggested putting my editing software on that portable drive.
Yeah.
He said it'll speed it up.
Yeah. If you put it on SSD, a solid state hard drive system, you're better off doing it that way.
Yeah. So I might try that, but I want to upgrade my editing software anyways, because it's actually a pain in the butt to edit on this software in 4K because it's technically not supported.
Yeah, I use the GoPro software. That's all I ever use. and that's it really.
Well, I tried that software and I didn't care for it. I guess it's just all what you get used to using. You know, I like the Vegas.
Vegas is nice, yeah. What do you use, Scotty?
I just use a bog standard. I can't remember the name of it now. What is it? Oh, I use Lightworks. That's the
I
one.
yeah.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, well, so
It's pretty basic, but it does a job.
I just did a free download on my phone. I use what's it called? There's iMovie, and I use something called Video Shop.
yeah,
for the
you're
phone.
on iPhone. That's what it is, isn't it? You're on iPhone. You're on the iPhone system, aren't you? So, at the moment I'm using Windows Video. Well, I've got Windows 10 Pro, and it's took me over a year to solve a problem what Microsoft's done, and it took me a year to find a problem and a solution. Because when you try and upgrade to Windows Pro on Windows 10, it doesn't download the full software. So I bought the USB key with the USB 10 Pro software on it, and it worked. My computer's back to normal, full speed and everything. So the one off the internet.
Did you pay for that, Marky, or did they give you that?
No, I got it
Did you
from
have
eBay, the key. I bought the USB 10 key with Pro on it from a known source, good source. And as soon as I installed it, activated it, it turned my computer to perfect again. So the one off the internet doesn't work anymore for me. It doesn't want to work. It keeps coming up with, you've got an error, this error, this error. And I had enough. So...
I know what the
Hey, if you
Chrome
guys
here.
get
they
a
were
thing
saying
from the insurance?
Pardon?
What's that?
Do you ever get anything?
Rebate?
I got a thing from my insurance company now. They're giving a 20% discount on homeowners insurance and car insurance if you put a GPS on your car because everybody's stealing stuff.
Yikes.
Well, like years ago, when you used to have an alarm on your car, that was the thing. You'd get a few bucks back.
Or you could just buy them magnetic ones. You can't about $30 magnetic GPS. You just shove it under the gas tank. You know what I mean? It just activates when the car goes off.
My vehicles aren't worth putting.
No.
Literally, the one day I borrowed some tools from work and stuff. The amount of tools and stuff I had in my truck was worth more than my truck.
That happens sometimes.
You know, I had 2 scanners and big tool bag full of tools and stuff, and that alone was more than what the truck was.
Sounds like my S10. I mean, my T100 ain't worth nothing. Only to me.
Well, I get a lot of people that say, "Why don't I buy a new truck? Why don't you get something newer? Why don't you get something that's not rusting out?" It runs. It gets me where I need to go. I don't care what it looks like.
Point A to point B.
And you're in a snow belt. It wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah.
I say now with my old new truck or whatever, I'm almost afraid to drive it in the winter. That's why I'm going to keep the Jeep. This way, when it's a real crazy, because here they just salt the hell out of it. I mean, even when there's a chance of snow, they put the lines of liquid on the highways, and it's like concrete,
Yeah.
At least the newer vehicles have the copper nickel brake lines, so they won't go. But my old truck, I bet you if I went like this to one of the brake lines, it would just disintegrate.
Well, they're trying that new liquid out here at the moment. I was talking to one of the council workers through it the other day online. A friend of mine, just one of these people, it's called hot gel liquid, and basically it sprays out like hot liquid on the ground, and then as soon as it hits the ground, it goes like a concrete style grey color, and it literally, and as soon as the snow hits it, it just melts. It stays warm and everything. And I said, well, that's a bit of a crazy situation. That it won't melt tires and anything, but it melts snow.
Yeah, they had that around here when they tried the beet juice, but the problem they had with it though, cars were spraying it all over like iron bridges and steel bridges, and it was making the bridges compromised. Starting to rot out the bridges. And here in Connecticut, we have a problem with bridges. You guys, I don't know if you remember, back in '83, we had the Mianus River Bridge just collapsed, and people went off and all that. And then they did a whole different thing inspecting all the iron and steel bridges in our state, and 90% of them failed because of rivets or whatever. They're supposed to go around every few years, sandblast, check rivets, check bolts, and there's no money. They don't do it.
Yeah. So the other day I was talking to somebody on the internet, one of the channels I'm in, about because they're doing about the railway, they're doing the bridges here where we live near us, and they're on about painting it, and they've asked the public what colour should they paint it, and they said back to black instead of like the really, really strong yellowish colour, and it should be really black as Brunel wanted it originally, as it was originally. And the public said it's got to go to back, but they've overvoted it. Now they're painting it bright grey. It doesn't look right. It looks like a battleship on bloody, I mean.
It's like the London Bridge, the original London Bridge is in Arizona, or Nevada, one of them.
Wow.
Yep. They were talking about around here going to a paint like they used to do on race cars, how they would paint race cars white so you could see if there were cracks and things like that. Well, special paint now, they say they can tell if the under material is degrading in any way. It'll fracture the paint or do something. But then again, very, very expensive paint. And they're saying they don't have the money. I was like, come on, you don't want to rebuild the bridges, but you won't even paint them? So.
What they try and do now is put the bottom coat is red, like the red oxide, and then literally they paint the one painted with bright grey stuff. So if any red comes through, they can see it. And I'm like, it's not a bad idea, but I still reckon black's the best for the bridge, what it originally was. What's Mr. Briggs doing? I can't.
Mr. Briggs is watering his pepper and tomato plants because he's doing a redneck garden this year because he got tired of fighting the deer off. I'm doing a container garden.
Yeah, that's what I do.
By my front door. By my front door in the side of the house where the dogs are all the time.
Yeah, Ken, one for you to laugh at. Jackknife lorry.
Ooh. That must have been a fun ride.
Well, there's a steep hill behind him, and there's a steep hill in front of him.
DPD. Oopsie doos.
Well, yeah.
I mean, my local yodel driver's a nightmare. He's dangerous.
But put it this way, he was just taking it nice and easy, and suddenly it just dropped, literally. And it's like that. It's the incline's like that. And then going down like that.
Yikes.
So you're putting a lorry like that. You should never put the lorry down there. But, but it took him like one
here, the drivers around here that are crazy are the Amazon drivers. They have them now in these huge black box trucks, and man, they drive like idiots.
Well, apparently,
I have residential.
My local drivers, with his van, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, they have 80 miles an hour up and down my street. We got little kids in the road and stuff like that. It's crazy. The only good thing is we have a bump like this in our road, so I just love to watch up the road when it goes over that because I'm sure the guy comes off his seat.
To be fair, I think one of the local drivers which I've got for one of the courier services, I swear he just drives the van like he stole the bleeding thing. There's one time I've got it's kind of, you got a road there, and then there's my junction. It's kind of like a T junction as such.
Yeah.
And he came swinging out of there one time, and he's that far from hitting a car. It's like, you moron! And there's people.
See, we're having fried green.
Uh-oh.
Fried green tomatoes tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Hello, Agnes Garden. Yeah, the problem is at the moment we've got is the lorries think they own the road here, and they're so tight around here, it's unreal. You can't get around. And like this one just done here, it took them 7 hours to clear the road because of the damage was caused. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it is stupid.
Yep. The whole world's stupid right now.
You said it.
That's very true. I mean, for
Pedigree,
some stupid,
Harry Potter.
bizarre reason, they've decided that next month to still go ahead with holding my local food fair, which we have. And generally, that attracts about 1,500 people. How that's going to work is beyond me. Plus,
What's that, like farmer's market or
supporting no, it's not a farmer's market. It's like this. It is a market. It's an outdoor market, but it attracts loads of people, and they have like loads of different producers from like a chili farm. We have a chili farm that comes along. Loads of different cheeses, like hot foods and stuff like that. And it used to be really good because it wasn't too big, and it was all local producers, like people within the town. I mean, we've got award-winning, very successful butchers in the town, and for like the last 4 years, they have not been invited to this food fair.
Huh.
They're not supporting anyone within the town. It's just like, why bother even having it, naming it of the town? Because they have numerous ones now. It has literally just turned into a money grabbing event, really. That's all they care about is the money. They don't care about the producers, really. And
what's got to get cherry tomato?
That's right. Oh. No more.
But no, as I say, the one thing I don't like about here is when they do like lunatic drivers, it's like we've got a road down this side, a road going that way, and a road going down there. The other day, there was closed the roads off to do a BT cable, and lorries is just trying to squeeze past cars without an inch to spare. And it's like, you're just crazy.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Nice to catch up with Ken this morning. Rafael, how are you, mate?
Good morning, Rafael. I was watching you yesterday, Rafael. I didn't come in, but I definitely was watching.
FedEx drivers are worse.
I think Rafael has a long stream. Every time I look at Rafael, I see him on there, and it's like 3 hours later, I click, and they're still talking. You know, or Rafael's talking, you got guys in there, and you got Ralph in the corner undoing wire. So,
yeah. Yeah, so you're
who's
checking that
cricket?
Wi-Fi.
Great.
Mr. Briggs. I see, yeah, checking the Wi-Fi.
I got crickets out here.
You can hear them.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're out in the day.
Well, Ken, I finally got me TV up and running. It's got a quad system, so I've got 4 pictures in one TV monitor. A 32-inch TV got given to me, so I've got 4 screens on it now. So I can put the chat in the corner, my tablet in the corner, my computer, and my Ring doorbell at the bottom. So I can sit back and relax now.
How'd you do that, though? Is that some software you had, or what?
No, it's because I bought a HDMI quad from eBay, cheap as chips, and just put 4 devices on it and just press quad. You can have a big screen for like this talking now, and then next door to it chat, my Ring doorbell at the bottom, and my tablet there, so I can keep an eye on what's going on in the rest of the social network. And it's so much easier. It's a 32-inch screen, so it's really, really good.
Yeah, like a control room.
Jason Hughes says the FedEx drivers are the worst drivers. I resemble that remark.
If the foo shits.
What's that?
I said, if the foo shits, wear it.
Hey, I'm a FedEx guy, but I don't drive like that. I don't. I can't. My truck's governor at 72 miles an hour. That's it.
Okay. Let's simplify it. Over in the UK, the FedEx drivers are the worst, then.
Yeah, as simple as that.
Yeah. I'm still waiting on cables for a lawnmower. I've been waiting 2 weeks for them.
Yeah.
Apparently,
yeah, but I'm not the package guys. I'm the big rig guys. I'm the guy that supplies their thing. FedEx is going on. Sorry, we're on strike next week.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys are waiting for a package. Might be waiting.
Postal service can across there on our news the other day, your the United States Postal Services are coming under fire because they're going to be slowing down because of certain things. And I couldn't catch much of it. It was like something about it. I was like, what?
It's basically Trump don't want to give them money.
Yeah, they said for years they've been losing money, but they're, federal. It's a federal thing,
Yeah.
No, it ain't. Incorrect.
What?
I was a mailman. They are not federally funded. Here's the scoop. Here's what happened to the post office. The post office was told they had.
Funded, Scott. I'm just saying they lose money all the time, but the government will not allow them to shut down.
Yeah.
No, that ain't why they're hurting though. The government, Bill Clinton, is what screwed up the post office, because Bill Clinton made the post office set up their fund 20 years in advance for their retirees. So they had to start a retirement account for all these retirees, and they've got like the last time I looked, like $25 billion in a slush fund for the retirees. But then they had to cut an operation. And now that they got the slush fund to where they wanted, now they're allowed to spend the money on themselves. But the trouble is, it put them so far in debt. So right now, if the post office went totally bankrupt, they still have enough money in a slush fund to pay their retirees.
Yeah.
Well, mismanagement as always, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, all I'm going to say on that subject, the fat cats are going to get fatter, and the poor is going to get poorer
every day.
Oh no, they got a good retirement. I was a mail carrier for 15 years. I still get $3,000 a month.
Wow.
And I don't touch it. What hurts the post office is I could take that money and if I have any money left in my retirement account, if I drop dead right now, I could leave that money to Pull Bear Ed or Ken or Sparky. It don't matter. And they'll just deplete the account. I'm gonna outlive you, buddy.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
We can arrange it.
What's that?
I said, sign me up. We can arrange it.
Yeah.
What do they say? All donations gladly accepted.
Yep.
Ed says we can arrange it. Yeah, but who's going to drive my Buick if I die?
Oh, I will.
We'll find somebody.
Good use.
I wouldn't send that thing to that Rust Belt. You'd drive it in the wintertime, you old fart.
No. We put that something on the track.
I'd have to haunt you. That thing's never been rained on since I've had it.
I got a big trucker tarp out there. We can cover it up.
A tarp? What the hell? Mine goes in the garage. That's my Buick, man. You ain't driving that thing. The next shop is the paint shop. It's getting painted in a couple weeks.
What, bright pink?
No, it's going back to the original pearl blue. The vinyl top's already been changed, and it's going back to pearl blue. The inside, the seats are all recovered. Oh yeah, she's going to be pretty when she's done. And no ho-ho wheels. It's keeping the factory wire wheels with the Continental kit on the rear, the whole shebang. I'm an old man. I like my old car.
I need some
Where
24.
does your Zimmer frame go?
What's that?
Where's your Zimmer frame going?
All right, guys, it's been over an hour. I know I was on early, but I got a lot of stuff I got to take care of. So I think I'm going to call it a day, and hopefully everybody stay safe. Have a great weekend. What's left of it should be nice. And
Lucky's on soon. Lucky will be on soon.
Yeah. Lucky will be out at 10 o'clock, so we got a little bit of a rest period before him. But thank you to Sparky and Ed and Scotty, the two Scotts. And that's it. So I guess we'll catch you guys all later, and have a great day, guys.
Take care of yourself,
everyone.
everyone.
All right, guys. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.